Hey guys, Jen here from Raven Lou and Paper 2, and I'm super excited to share with you my Outgoing Peeps swap. And this is the second annual Peeps swap. I didn't know about last year's, but I'm super excited to be a part of this year's because Peeps are absolutely delicious and adorable. So this is hosted by Mika and Rocky, and it was make one, get one, or make two, get two. We had to make packaging. It could be a handmade or store-bought tote, a basket, or a loaded envelope or bag. We needed to make something beaded. It could be a pokey tool, a pen, a dangle, a bracelet. We had to make a card or tag. It was 4 A2 cards with envelopes, or 4 3x3 cards with envelopes, or 4 layered tags with a ring or ribbon. We needed to make 4 handmade flowers, or 4 rosettes, or 4 bows. For a mix, we needed to make a sequin mix, a bead mix, or a charm mix. For info, we needed to make a mini pocket letter with goodies in the back, an ATC with info on the back, or a memory desk with info on the back. And then for kind of miscellaneous things, we needed to make 2 shakers, or 2 bag toppers, or one wand, or 2 flags / pennants. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at my loaded bag here. And once again, it's my cowgirl swap. I just used that same die that I had from Temu, and I also did a haul for all my Peeps stuff too from Temu. In case you guys are interested, all that information is in another video, because I got a whole bunch of stuff from there to make this whole project with. Alright, oh, also most of the paper that I used for this, other than like some solids and stuff, is the Bunny Hop collection from Doodlebug, and this is actually my first time using Doodlebug as well. So alright, let's get started. I think the easiest thing to start with is going to be some of the extras that I kind of have stuffed in the back here. And let's see. I have the Hello Kitty and Peeps puffy sticker pad here. There's 250 stickers. They came from Walmart. I also got a pair of Peeps socks, and they are from the Dollar Tree. And they have this cute little Peep wearing some pearls and a little flower in her hair. I also grabbed some of these Peeps flavored ring pops. And they came in a pack of 4, and I tried one, and they actually taste like marshmallow. So it was kind of weird having a lollipop that tasted like marshmallow, but they do taste like Peeps, so it was good. Let's see, additionally, what else I got in here that's not really something I made. We have some Peeps vanilla flavored lip balm, and I also stuffed some of the Peeps pops in here. They're just a little, let's see, 4 count of the marshmallow Peeps in different colors. Alright, so now we can take a closer look at my little basket now that everything else is out of the way. So like I said, almost all the paper is from Doodlebug. It's called Bunny Hop is the collection. I used that bag again from Temu, that die. It's super duper cute and easy to put together. Looks like a little beach bag. And then this die right here came from Temu as well. And then I have the lighter pink, and I have backed it on a darker pink to kind of give it a dimensional look here. And of course I've sewed all around pretty much everything. I don't know why. I think I like torturing my poor hands. And then this is some ephemera from the collection, and of course I have stitched around it as well. Right here, the little sentiment I have typed up is treats for my Peeps. And I just typed that up on my computer, and I made all the font rainbow. And then I went over it with the sticker paper, and used one of my dies to cut it out so that it fits on this little banner here. And then I've made a dangle for the banner. I have this little bunny rabbit bead, and then I used my Shrinky Dink paper, and I printed out these guys. This was a free printable I can't even remember where from. And then the little Heishi beads and this little rainbow bead I thought was really super duper cute. And on the side here, I have my dangle attached. Hold on, I'll take it off real quick. Sorry, my beads are getting in my way. Hold on, let me move it out of the thing closer to me. Alright, so I also made this little like ribbon keychain thing here to go with it, and that can either stay on the bag there, you can take it off and use it as a keychain. This cute little acrylic peep, I actually ordered a few of these, and they come from the Inner Creativity Studio on Etsy, and I will link that information down below if you guys are interested in any of her acrylic pieces. I also ordered some like beach chairs and stuff for a summer project I'm gonna do. The turnaround time was pretty quick and it was really easy to order from. I have some more of these Heishi beads, however you say that correctly. And I just have like little gold spacers in between each of them. And I really loved using the bright rainbow colors for this project. I feel like it made everything really fun to do. And now actually I see one more like extra that I forgot to get out of here. I got so many little things shoved in here. And it was a little face mask, and this one is the marshmallow scented Hello Kitty and Peeps face mask. Alright, so that means I can pull out my first actual handmade project here, maybe. And this is my memory decks that I made for the swap. And it says My Peeps, and this is actually the bunny rabbit, the My Peeps, and the little bitty peeps here. These guys are all, I think it's Marjorie Ann Designs. It's an SVG from her to paper piece all these things together. And I'm not really big on paper piecing. It's like really hard for me to do because it takes so much time. And sometimes I get in a really big hurry. So I feel like this turned out pretty cute. You know, just because I took my time and actually put everything together. And then of course on the back is all of my information. What I like, what I don't like, my birthday, stuff like that. Okay, for my mix, I went ahead and I went with a sequin mix, and of course I had to make my sequin mix as colorful and as fun as this whole project was. And then for the little banner on here, it says "Oh, for Peeps' sake." Same thing, I just printed it out using my computer and then went over it with the holographic sticker paper, put it on some of the collection paper. And then this guy right here is actually, it was like a tumbler wrap that I bought off of Temu, and I just cut out the little bunnies and I stuck them on to use them as different things throughout this entire project. And then this little carrot paper clip was actually gifted to me from my Paper Pounders gift. We made some beaded some beaded paper clips not that long ago as part of a swap, and this one was perfect for Easter, so I thought I would include it on my little sequin mix. Next in the bag here is these are my bows. I decided to go with bows. My little tag here, my bag topper says Happy Easter. And then, hold on, crinkle moment, sorry. And then for each of my bows, I've kind of stitched around them, and they alternate. It's the two different papers, but in reverse order each time. And I used that same bunny die, the nesting bunny die, to make these little peep guys for the center, and I've used that holographic sticker paper on them to make them extra special and shiny. And these are my pennants that I made, and I've just packaged them up real simply. Across the top here is just a little reverse, the backside of the peep paper from Doodlebug, and then this little bag topper I got, I'm guessing was also from Temu at some point. Alright. And they are as similar as I could have possibly gotten them. For the little boy over here, he's holding a pink peep, and the little girl is holding a blue peep, and I just wanted to show that they are kind of like as similar as can be. So we have the bottom layer here is the scallop pennant, and then we have the next size up in the regular, and I have made them shakers. They're sequins all behind there, and they have tulle over them, and then I have stitched, of course, around the little peeps and on the trees, and I've added diamond dots for eyes and the nose and the little buttons on him. And then for her tree got the stitching as well, so did her bow and her peep, and then she has diamond dots for her nose and her eyes and the little center of her bow. Alright, I also additionally made some flowers just for fun, and that is that Temu die I used on the Cowgirl swap, and I didn't make them dimensional this time. I just paper pieced them together. I don't really feel like there's a need to take them out. They're just kind of like an extra thing I threw in there. And for the little bag topper, we have a rosette, and then an ephemera piece from the Doodlebug collection that I've of course stitched all over, and I added some sequins for the centers of those flowers, and then a little spring greetings sentiment on the top there. And here I made some bag toppers. I'm going to take these out. I just realized these are super hard to see. Right. So the first one says Bunny Treats and Easter Sweets, and that is from the collection. And then I used that Temu die to cut out the bunnies, of course, the peeps. And I used diamond dots for their nose and eyes. And then the center one, I went ahead and I added some, I have some like glitter ink that I put on top of them. And then I've stitched around the little puff up here on the side of the bag, so to give it all a little bit more dimension. And then this one is pretty much the same thing, except it says Hanging with My Peeps. And the colors are slightly different. These are more pastel than the colorful version of the other guys. And last but not least are my 3x3 cards, and I have packaged them up. I just tied some of the meshed ribbon around them, and then I have a Peeps bow on there that I made with some ribbon from Temu, and I paper clipped it so we can use the bow for something else. Alright, let me undo these guys. So the envelopes have a little bow on the front of them that I've stitched around, and then this version is no stitching. So, and they alternate between, and those are the envelopes. And then the insides are just a little 3x3 card. And then we have the little cut aparts on there, thinking of you. I've added a little bow, some little enamel dots, and of course they're just blank on the inside for them to use. Let's see. This one is Somebody Loves You with some enamel dots. This one is Especially for You, and there's a little bow on this one and some enamel dots. And I tried to use only the cut aparts that had the actual Peep little characters on them, so that it went with the Peeps theme. And here's another version of Hanging with My Peeps. It's got the Peeps on it. So I wanted to include as many Peeps things as possible in the swap. I'm getting ready to come back and do my outgoing like goodbye thing and show everything all put together. And I realized I didn't even actually show you guys my dangle when I took it off. I just took it off and threw it to the side. So you guys know I love making dangles. So I went as colorful as possible, as like bright and rainbow as possible. I took so these guys were actually available on Cricut Design Space as a print and cut feature, so I print and cut them using my Cricut and the Shrinky Dink paper, and of course shrank them and made them all into these cute little charms. And then these guys, these are probably my favorite charm that I have gotten ever from Temu, and they're little silicone peeps. They're nice and squishy. They're so cute. And then of course we have a little eraser as a bunny rabbit. We have pom-poms, all of the cute little like I said, as much of the rainbow beads as possible. These guys look like jawbreakers to me or whatever. Kind of a candy theme in there. It says Peep and Chick, because of course we know the bunny and the chick are the characters for the Peeps. And then this one says Hop. And I can't even show you. Alright, there we go. And then I got these tiny little jelly beans that I made into little charms as well. Here's a blue one. I don't know how well you can see these. They're mixed in with everything else. Go away! So I have like blue, yellow, and orange little jelly beans hidden throughout here as well. Oh, and this little guy is he's a waffle cone, but he's a star. So I thought he was adorable. I tried to include the stars and the hearts as well. So I just tried to put as much of my personality and my love for Peeps into this. So if you can't tell, I'm really excited about the swap. So and here is my outro. Thank you guys so much for watching. If there was something else I didn't cover and I didn't catch, please let me know and I will try and tell you guys any information that's missing. If you need anything else, you want to comment, you need a link, let me know. If you guys could please like this video, that would also be really awesome. And I hope to see you guys soon.